All right, good morning, guys, and what's going on? This is the Club of the Man 1993. I'm coming at you live for my live review of last night's edition of 205 Live, the September 11th, 2018 edition of 205 Live. This is a little early for me. I know in the morning I'm not usually up this early, well, at least this peppy this early in the morning, but I get up early because, again, I've been helping drive my friend's little sister to school to help out the family a little bit due to some transportation issues. But usually I'd be going right back to bed, taking a little nap before I start my day. After a day like this, but I gotta get up early to drop someone off. But unfortunately, because there's someone working on some stuff on the outside of my house right now, so better me go back to sleep. And before I do my work for the day, I'm going to get my 205 Live out of the way because I did get to watch 205 Live before I fell asleep last night. So that's what I'm doing here. And then depending on how I feel, if I get a nap in or all later on it before NXT, I may do my Hell in a Cell predictions before I watch NXT tonight. So overall, last edition of 205 Live wasn't bad. Probably one of the weaker episodes I've seen in a while. We had some good action, though, with the 3 matches that we had. But there were some things I was a little head-scratching about. But it was still a solid episode overall. Like SmackDown Live, this took place in Lafayette, Louisiana at the Cajun Dome. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So we started off, of course, with Drake Maverick, who, again, this is his babyface Drake Maverick on 205 Live as general manager, not heel Drake Maverick on 205 on Raw as a pain manager, which, again, just makes absolutely no sense. But he just runs down the history behind the matches we're getting tonight, which we had Grande and Buddy Murphy. We also were going to get a tag team match. We didn't announce this, I believe, but we did get a Mustafa Ali back in action, even though it was not a match that he really wanted. So anyways, let's get right to it. So we opened up with Buddy Murphy versus Grande. Not a bad match at all. It was actually did kind of prove that that, again, how underrated Grande is. He definitely does deserve eventually, I think, to be in the Cruiserweight Championship picture, I feel. He's an awesome athlete. He was a runner-up, of course, in the Cruiserweight Classic 2016. I definitely like the near falls he had on Buddy Murphy. Of course, Buddy Murphy losing in this match would not have made any sense since, he has his upcoming title match in his hometown of Melbourne, Australia. So got to keep his momentum going, even though this whole feud with the Lucha House Party and Murphy and Tony Nese has been kind of, back and forth. It's like Murphy gets all the wins for his team, but then again, Tony Nese seems to always lose the matches. So that's that weird balance there, you know what I mean? But I thought this was a solid opener, again, to give another victory to Buddy Murphy, to also make Grande look strong as well. I think Murphy did kick out of his finisher, the Metalik driver, I think once or twice, I believe also. Eventually, though, Murphy does win with a Murphy's Law, though. And then afterwards, he gets on the microphone and declares himself unstoppable, promising to win the title in his hometown of Melbourne, Australia on October 6th. Maybe he will win. This is give him a hometown victory for a special occasion. I mean, he definitely would deserve it. Don't know if they will put on him or not. I mean, I still think eventually Leo Rush is going to be the face of the Cruiserweight division. But Buddy Murphy is definitely most deserving of that as well. Again, he's definitely been someone from the Cruiserweight division that I've been really impressed with. I keep saying since Triple H will go over because I just did not expect this guy to be that big of a star that he really is. But so yeah, Buddy Murphy has to win, and also props again to Grande for a great performance, as well as, again, I hope someday he definitely does, get a bigger push. We got Wallet. Hi, Jess. What's up, man? He says, I am at school right now. Hopefully not too much of a distraction for you, buddy, but good luck with whatever class you're in. Then we get the announcers telling us that Mustafa Ali is cleared and will be in action tonight. We get a recap of what happened with him and Hideo Itami a few weeks ago, him collapsing. He's warming up in a locker room, and up comes Cedric Alexander's good friend wishing him well. 205 Live has been the same without him. Ali wishes it was him tagging with Cedric tonight, but Alexander said he's in good hands. Then we get a little comedy thing with Akira Tozawa being intense, and just warm up. He's intensely warm. He's like, and this just some just some strange looking little segment. It was for what it is. he just smiles and waves pretty much. And then Ali goes ahead out for his match. But before it started, we got Hideo Itami coming out, says he's here to watch the match as he missed Mustafa Ali and he hopes Ali is feeling better and wishes him good luck. Obviously saying that, you know, he's coming after him again eventually, and they're probably gonna have another match, probably with the stipulation. Could be a pretty good match, I feel, for what it is. Wallet also says, "Bike can use my phone." That's completely cool, man. Do whatever you gotta do. So we got Mustafa Ali taking on a jobber named Michael Thompson. Just a squash match, but it also proved that, you know, Mustafa Ali, you know, the story of Ali believing that, you know, he has nothing to prove. You know, he was just on the shelf for a few weeks due to an injury, and then now he's back and he wants to go after the guy who, you know, has been causing him troubles recently, which is Hideo Itami. So again, we're probably going to see another match between them in the next few weeks. Probably not next week, because we already have 2 big matches announced for next week's show. So we'll see what it is. We had Drake Maverick, of course, backstage, make sure Mustafa Ali is okay. But we have Gulick and AlHer rolling up. He tells them against letting the main event go in the chaos. Gulick says they just want to score an inspirational victory for the Brian Kendrick, who's at home injured at the hands of Akira Tozawa. AlHer wonders if things aren't chaotic because Drake Maverick is distracted by his role with AOP. Maverick says he can call them and have them explain to the duo how focused Drake is on 205 Live when he's here. We then have a couple backstage handicap promos with Noam Dar and Lio Rush. Pretty much just, you know, hyping up they're going to be having a match next week. You know, 2 young guys are going to be going at it. Of course, I wasn't quite a fan of how Lio Rush claims that, you know, Noam Dar, you know, mentioned his name pretty much. He said, you know, Akira Tozawa didn't learn his lesson, so why would you learn yours? But then again, you know, he kind of was one who kind of provoked the match to happen next week between Dar and Rush, which is now we're getting the match next week, which could be a good match, but I'm still a little head scratching this because I feel like it's still a little too soon for these guys to go at it since, you know, Noam Dar just recently returned from injury, and he's starting his babyface run after being a heel. And then, of course, you know, Lio Rush is, you know, the upcoming star also. So they both kind of could use like a victory in some ways. So I'm a little like, I'm not too sure if it's the right time for them to collide. It's kind of like how it was with Almas and Truth last night, which, again, I don't expect R-Truth to get like a massive, massive push. But I just thought it was just not the right time for these guys to collide. So I'm kind of feeling the same way about this Dar and Rush match. It could be good next week, but I just hope that doesn't really cut off someone's momentum, I feel, as they do get back on track, in my honest opinion. But we had that. And then finally, we had a tag team match. It was in our main event. It was Drew Gulak and Jack AlHer taking on Cedric Alexander and Akira Tozawa. This match wasn't bad. It felt like something was off a little bit, though, I felt, in my opinion, but I still thought it was a good match. Of course, you know, Tozawa was kind of more so in there to protect Alexander and give Gulak a pinfall victory as they were rolling. But then the momentum shifted. Whenever Tozawa went for a senton bomb, and of course Gallagher was pulled out by Gulak. He missed, went flat on his ass, and from there they just rammed Cedric Alexander into a post, and then Gallagher hit his headbutt on Tozawa, tagged in Gulak, who got him to tap out to the Gulak, and they were just jawing at each other. And afterwards, backstage, we see Drake Maverick watching, and then he's asked, you know, what's transpired from this, and he announced that obviously the 2 of them want a piece of each other. So next week there will be a rematch from SummerSlam between Drew Gulak and Cedric Alexander for the Cruiserweight Championship, which could be bad. Again, I still haven't got a chance to watch the SummerSlam pre-show match between these 2, so I'm still confused as to, you know, how, like, why, you know, Gulak was still going after Alexander to get another match, even though we're going to be getting Alexander at Buddy Murphy in Melbourne again in a few weeks. And yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing either Gulak or Murphy win the title. I mean, again, I'm fine with Alexander being champion. So, and then also the thing is too is I was kind of hoping that since Drew Gulak was kind of causing chaos, I kind of was wondering if maybe Drake Maverick was going to like throw like some type of a punishment at Drew Gulak for what he's been doing lately, but he didn't. So I was a little disappointed by that. But I'm not disappointed we're going to get another match between these two. I'm sure that these two can put in a pretty good match. So I look forward to definitely seeing what they can do next week. So we're going to be getting the Cruiserweight Championship match and Leo Rush and Noam Dar. Again, even though I think it's the wrong time for these two to be feud with each other, but still think it could be a good match. But yeah, that's how we went off 205 Live. I'll give it a B- this week. Solid show. Few little head scratchers, but I enjoyed this show. Thanks to Wallet for joining me live. So what grade would you give 205 Live? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below as always. And be sure to always click buy, like, and subscribe more content coming to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, DemandAir93. I'll go about my business and do what I have to do for the day. Again, if I'm not too tired later on before NXT, I might do my Hell in a Cell preview and predictions video. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. But I'm definitely going to do my NXT live review in about 12 hours or so. But that's it, guys. I'm checking out. I'll see you all later. Have a good rest of your day. And peace out, everybody.